Hi everybody, today we're going to be doing lesson 13 for roots. This is about emotions. You can follow along on page 81 of your workbook and make sure you have your root card and whatever strategy you've chosen for this week. This week's a reset, so we do not need to know any of the words for lessons 1 through 12 for your upcoming quiz. However, make sure you are still studying all of your roots. We're going to start by adding a root to your list. So take out your root card. The root is pro, and it means before or for. So please add the definition of pro to your root card. There are a lot of words that use pro as a root, and we are going to learn 5 of them in this lesson. The first one is a word you've probably heard before. It's called procrastinate. Procrastinate, it's a verb, is an action, and it's to put off doing something or to delay needlessly. Used in a sentence, teachers will always admonish you to not procrastinate with larger assignments. In other words, teachers usually say, don't procrastinate, don't wait till the last minute. That basically means, don't put off the assignment till the night before. Don't forget to add this word to your vocab strategy. The sentence in the book reads, "Because I procrastinated so long, I missed the deadline to register to vote." As always, feel free to pause the video if you need to, but we're going to move on to the second word, which is prodigal. This is an adjective or noun, so it can mean recklessly wasteful, extravagant, profuse, or lavish, or it can also be a noun, a spendthrift, which is a person who spends money in an irresponsible way. So if you're using the word in the adjective form, you might say, "My mother's prodigal spending on purses jeopardized my college tuition fund." Or if you're using the word as a noun, you might say, "I'm a prodigal when it comes to video games." And you'll see in that picture there is a extravagant or profuse amount of suitcases or purses. So that person has been wasteful or maybe irresponsible about spending money. The third word in today's lesson is prodigy. Prodigy is a noun, and it's a person with exceptional talents or powers. So you could say that Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was a child prodigy and could read and write music by the age of 5. In your book, it says that there was a Chinese prodigy who won fame for her animal paintings created when she was under 10 years of age. This word makes me think of the TV show Little Big Shots, if you've ever seen that with Steve Harvey. Lots of times they'll have child prodigies come onto the show who are amazing at playing the violin or doing backflips or painting, and he'll interview them and ask them about how they are so talented. So that's kind of one connection that I have to this word. The fourth word that uses pro as a root is profane. Profane is another word that can be used in 2 different ways. It can be used as an adjective or as a verb. So if it's used as an adjective or a describing word, it means showing disrespect towards God or sacred things, or non-religious in subject form or use. If it's being used as a verb, it means to treat with irreverence or disrespect. So if you look at that first sentence, it's being used as an adjective. It says, "Graffiti at the grave was an example of profane treatment by the teenagers." And the second sentence is using the word profane as a verb. It says, "You profane the national anthem by not removing your hat." So you disrespect or you show irreverence to the national anthem when you don't remove your hat. In the book, the sentence reads, "Their profane use of the cathedral for a rock concert offended the community." And this word you can kind of connect to the noun form, which you've probably heard before, profanity. Profanity is the noun form of profane, and a profanity is usually something that you would say that would be very disrespectful. So hopefully that'll help you remember this word. Don't forget to add it to your vocab strategy. The final word that we're going to learn that uses pro as a root is profuse. Profuse is an adjective. It's a describing word, and it means plentiful, overflowing, or giving abundantly. So being used in a sentence, my teacher gave me a profuse amount of homework before my vacation, an overflow, an abundance of homework. Hopefully that wouldn't happen. The picture shows this word being used in a little bit more positive way. There is just a profuse amount of candy in that picture. In your book, the sentence reads, the theater critics were profuse in their praise for the play. So they were just giving abundantly these praises for the play. You'll notice that the word prodigal is in the definition for profuse, and profuse is in the definition for prodigal. So those words are synonyms for one another, and their definitions are very similar. Please make sure you know the difference between those two words. One big difference between prodigal and profuse is that prodigal can also be used as a noun, where profuse cannot. We're going to move on to a new root. There are, I think, 4 total roots in this lesson, so we're going to be doing a lot of adding to our root card. The root word is jocus, and it means to joke. So please add this to your root card. Again, it means to joke. And we have 2 words that use this root. The first is jeopardy. Jeopardy is a noun, and it means danger or peril. I know you've probably heard this word before in reference to a TV show, but the real definition of the word is danger. You might say that someone is in jeopardy of losing a game, their health is in jeopardy. There are different ways that you can use it. The name of the TV show is Jeopardy because people are in danger of losing money or losing points. The sentence on your screen reads, when Johnny missed the tag, they were in jeopardy of losing the game. They were in danger of losing the game. In the book, it reads, his crash diet put his health in jeopardy. So notice that this is being used as a noun in a sentence. That might help you on your quiz. We have one other word that uses this root. The word is jocular, and it means joking or avoiding seriousness. It's an adjective. So to be used in a sentence, Matt was always being reprimanded for his jocular behavior in class. And I put that picture there because I thought it was kind of funny. And if you look in your book too, there's some other sample sentences that might help you with this one, but one reads, your jocular attitude is out of place in this serious discussion. So please don't forget to add this one to your root card. We're actually moving on to a new root. We have 2 words that follow this next root. The root is suavis, and it means delightful. Please add suavis to your root card. This is the 3rd root for this lesson, and there's going to be one more. But the first word that uses this root is assuage. Assuage is a verb, and it means to soothe or to make less severe, to satisfy. The young mom had to assuage the baby's fear of the dark before he would sleep, which is shown in that picture. In your book, it reads, the teacher assuaged the child's fear of the storm by explaining the causes of thunder and lightning. Don't forget to add this word to your vocab strategy before we move on to the second word for this root, which is suave. Suave is an adjective, and it means smooth in social manner. Candidates for The Bachelor are unusually suave on the show. Accustomed to the social life of an embassy, the ambassador's children were unusually suave. So again, it means smooth and social manner. We have one more root that we're learning in this lesson. The root is festus, and it means festive. So again, festus, and it means festive. This is the last root for lesson 13, and we have 2 words that use this root. The first word is festoon. Festoon can be used as either a noun or a verb. So as a noun, the definition is a decorative chain of flowers, leaves, or ribbons hung in a curve, as shown in that picture. But if you're using festoon as a verb, it means to decorate with hanging ornaments. So the sentence reads, students will often festoon one another's lockers as a birthday surprise. That's being used as an adjective. If you want to use this word as a noun, you might say, festoons of oak leaves and gold ribbons were hung around the dining room for Thanksgiving. To be used in another way, there's a sentence in the book that reads, medals and campaign ribbons festooned the general's uniform. We have one more word in this lesson, and the word is fete. It can be used as a noun or a verb. So if you're using it as a noun, it means a party or festival, especially one held outdoors. And if you're using it as a verb, it can mean to give a party in someone's honor. So the sentence on your screen reads, Clarendon Hills has the Daisy Days Fete each year. You might also say that the city sponsors a Labor Day fete at the lake. If you want to use this word as a verb, you might say, we feted our grandparents in honor of their 50th wedding anniversary. And the picture on the screen shows the Taste of Chicago, which is a really popular outdoor festival that some of you may have been to before. So again, don't forget to add this last word to your vocab strategy. For this lesson, or for the quiz that's coming up, you need to know all the words from this lesson, including the roots from the beginning of the year. And we're going to be building on this lesson for 4 lessons till the end of the year. So you'll need to know these words until our very last vocab quiz at the end of the year. Thanks for listening.